Mike Pence, Nikki Haley, Mike Pompeo, Lindsey Graham in the Congress. They all called Trump a visionary genius up until the moment he lost power. And then they unsheathed their real agenda, as always the neocon war agenda, and they piled on with maximum force. Here's Mike Pompeo, for example, on Fox News this morning.
President Trump had classified documents where he shouldn't have had them, and then when given the opportunity to return them, he chose not to do that for whatever reason. When somebody identifies that, you got to turn them in. And so that's inconsistent with protecting America's soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. And if the allegations are true, some of these were pretty serious, important documents. And so that's wrong.
May future historians hoping to unlock the mysteries of late Empire Washington study that clip, because it will reveal everything. That very same Mike Pompeo, the one who's sneering at Donald Trump on TV this morning, that guy served Donald Trump as both CIA director and as Secretary of State. Those are the two most powerful jobs in the federal government. And as he worked in those jobs, Pompeo promised, in fact, he swore, to support the president's agenda. Why? Because that's the way a democracy works. You vote for a candidate in the belief that his appointees will carry out the policies that you voted for. It's not about the president, it's about you, the voter. But Pompeo didn't do that. He didn't even try to do that. In fact, he undermined Trump's often stated commitment to peace and non-intervention abroad at every turn. His every waking hour was devoted to fomenting war in some faraway foreign country or other. Iran, Syria, Russia, North Korea, the list goes on. But rather than telling Trump that he disagreed with his ideas, as a man would, Pompeo toadied up to Trump, a man he despised, in the oiliest, most over-the-top way imaginable. Ask anyone who worked in that White House at the time. Who is the appointee most likely to tell Donald Trump on a daily basis that he was handsome, virile, sleek, and powerful? Mike Pompeo. That will be the consensus answer. Those of us who saw firsthand Pompeo's relentless kowtowing will never forget it. It was indelibly repulsive. No one with self-respect could do something like that. But Mike Pompeo did it effortlessly, with relish and verve. Now, this same person is telling Fox News viewers that he fears for the safety of our military, our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, in the approved phrase, because Donald Trump took some classified documents home and didn't immediately return them to the National Archives? What a lie that is. Mike Pompeo knows that's a lie. He spent his entire life in Washington. Washington is a city where internal memos about Labor Day are classified because everything is classified. Your government has classified more than 1 billion federal documents, most of them boring and pointless and a danger to no one, and locked them away in secret where you can't see them because you may be an American citizen, but not really, and therefore you don't have the necessary clearances to know what's going on. And by the way, none of this is done in order to make America safer, any more than COVID restrictions were designed to keep you healthy. No, it's a caste system. That's the point. And you're the untouchable in this hierarchy. Mike Pompeo knows that. Everybody who works in Washington knows that. How many secret documents do you think Dick Cheney took home with him while he was running the Iraq War? How many did his wife read? She never had a clearance. We'll never know the answer because there is no chance Dick Cheney will ever be investigated or his staffers will be told to wear wires in his presence. He will never be indicted for this. Of course not. Dick Cheney is a neocon. Donald Trump is not. Dick Cheney supports war with Russia. Trump does not. That's the difference. The rest is just a distraction.
You know, with all this thing going on in the US about Donald Trump and all the indictment and the election and so on and so forth, sometimes I wonder, right? I personally wonder if all this trouble he is going through is as a result of what he said or violates the law and needs to go in. Because remember, he is the first president to be going through all this indictment, right? And all the other leaders did terrible things. They did terrible things. And still yet, no one is going after them. I have always asked this question. Why is nobody pursuing George Bush for what he did in Iraq? I have always wondered. Or why is no one talking about Obama and Clinton for what they did in, I think, Syria and Libya? Nobody's talking about that, right? Why is everybody so focused on Donald Trump? And this is the thing that gets me really angry. Because let's say, for example, it was an African leader who invaded Iraq, claiming there was things that they weren't. And it was proven that whatever they said or the reason they went into Iraq was all a bunch of lies. Do you know what would have happened to that leader by now? Do you know where that leader would have been by now? Because I have seen leaders in Africa who did far more less than what Bush did, and they were dragged to Hague. Some of them are still in prison, aka Charles Taylor. So I'm just wondering why when I see stuff like this about Donald Trump, I'm just wondering, who did he really angered? Why are they really going after him? Because it's not like he was the only bad dude. And I know we shouldn't be justifying crimes or criminality or bad things. We shouldn't justify that. But my only worry is, why him? Why him? About the documents he collected, they all collect documents. Even Joe Biden was also caught, or they found him with a lot of documents. Even Barack Obama took documents. They all take documents. It's not something new. So, but why him? Did he say something he was not supposed to say? Did he challenge the status quo? Did he expose certain things? Or did he not give away something he was supposed to give? All these questions we must ask ourselves, because the way things are going, one isn't sure what is happening anymore in America. One isn't sure anymore. But the one thing we are all sure of is that Donald Trump is out there campaigning. Whether he won the election or not is a whole new debate. But he is out there doing what he loves to do. And so let's hope for the best. Let's hope that whatever they are doing is fair and just. Whatever they are doing, it's not just centered alone on a particular person, but for everyone who has violated the law. Let's hope that they will bring in all those people who broke the law to book. And as we dream on, let's hope that a day will come where George Bush will answer for all what he did in Iraq. Let's hope that. But you guys out there, what is your take on Tucker Carlson's explanation about the reason why they are targeting Donald Trump? Is he right? If not, what do you think might be the reason why the DOJ is going after Donald Trump? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And also, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel, because little bit of good tweet like the one you're doing just now help us a lot, and we shall forever be grateful to you. So thank you very much for doing just that. And like always, see you in the next one.